What's going on, my fellow troops? My name is Xavvo and welcome back to a brand new video. So today I pretty much finished Diamond on the Whitley LMG, which is, I think it's the DLC one that came out this season, and I cannot believe how quickly I finished this. It was around 3 days ago, two and a bit, or 3-4 days ago, that I announced that I'd finished Diamond on my Instagram, and it did take like a day or something to come onto my channel, regarding the whole editing and whatnot. But yeah, so I finished this DLC so quickly that it's actually stunned me myself. I don't know why I've finished this so quickly. In fact, no, I'm not even going to lie. I know why I have, because today I'm going to talk about why this is one of the most broken guns I've ever used in Call of Duty, and I didn't think it was this broken, as I'm seeing on this article, because I was using it and I thought this was pretty damn OP. Like, I was thinking there's definitely something off about this LMG. I think Xavvo mentioned it in his video, which I think I said at the start of like season 2 or something, about how I'd seen his video and how he reviewed the guns, and he said that one of them was really OP, and I think it was the LMG he was on about, which is the Whitley, because there was the Whitley that came out this season, and then there was a new, I want to say marksman rifle, I'm not sure, I think it was actually a new assault rifle, that's the one. So yeah, he said that this was really broken, and I was like, okay, but we hear this all the time, right? We hear this in multiplayer, in Warzone, we always hear there's a new meta, a new broken weapon. So I used it over this past few days, and yeah, I have to agree, this gun is ridiculously broken. The moment I started using it, and we're talking like level 0, like we have no levels on this, I mean, I guess you'd say level 1, right? Like, the moment I started using it, the recoil was hardly even there. And yeah, no one likes recoil. No one does, right? But like, you need recoil, I suppose, on a gun to kind of make it balanced or somewhat fair, so that, you know, there's kind of a validation of getting attachments later in, because it helps to balance those things out. But without any attachments, the moment I started using it, there was literally no recoil. Like, you could have, like, obviously shot on the point at nothing. Let's say you stand still and you just shoot the gun. Of course, it will slowly drift up the screen a little bit, but whilst you're actually shooting a player, it doesn't take effect, as long as you're playing, I don't know if this is a case in core, but in hardcore, it takes about, what, 1 second, maybe half a second to kill a player. So before that time of delay, I guess, or that recoil kicks in, there is no effect, because you've already killed the player. And I don't think there's much of an issue with the ADS. I had no issue with ADS. The damage range is incredible. I can still take really good effect on players, even from right across Dachau's. So this gun, I don't know why, but it is really, really broken in this game. I don't know how it goes for Warzone. Don't really play that too much. But yeah, I do know it's widely renowned to be a broken gun, and seeing as it's, what, season 2, like probably 20 days into it, I don't know how long it's been now, but it's nearing, obviously I would say eventually, the reloaded side of things. Reloaded hasn't come around yet, and I'm supposing it's probably gonna get nerfed, let's be honest. Every time there's a new update, the nearest one coming, and everyone's been complaining about a broken gun, they do eventually, you know, they do nerf it. So I'm probably suspecting that that's gonna happen, but right now it is really broken. So if you want to hop on and use it, be sure to use it right now. It's really broken. But I wanted to look into this a little bit more. I wasn't just going to have it as, yep, it's a broken gun. Xavvo said it himself. I just used it. It was really broken. I've got Diamond on it now. So, yeah. So I wanted to look into it. And I think one of the first articles that came up on Google search when I searched up, why is the Whitley so broken or so OP in Vanguard, it came up with this article from CharlieIntel.com. And yeah, so Charlie Intel, if you don't know, they're pretty renowned, I guess, in the Call of Duty scene. They do talk about a lot of things, leaks, all sorts of stuff, or they just discuss Call of Duty things. And yeah, the article is Vanguard players claim Whitley is the most broken weapon in Season 2. And if you scroll further down, it says that apparently it's one of the most broken in the game. So now it's not only saying Season 2, but it's the most broken in the entire game. Which, I'm not even gonna lie, I heard that the MP40 was like a meta or something, and it was one of the best guns in the game. This tops that. I'm telling you now, this tops that, and I've used all the SMGs, all the shotguns, all the LMGs now. Haven't used many of the ARs, but generally this the moment I started using this, trust me, it was fucking crazy. And the more you look down, it's like the Whitley LMG is currently terrorizing Vanguard players with its 2-shot kill potential. 2-shot kill. Now, I'm assuming this is going off core because that's what a lot of people play in. Obviously, nowadays, a lot more people play hardcore compared to how many used to play it back then. Because of just camo grinding, people have started to pick up on certain patterns, which game modes, which styles of gameplay works best for certain guns. So I know a lot of people do play hardcore, but I'm assuming this is going off regular core game modes. That's kind of how most of the playlists are sectioned. If you go to most of the playlists on Vanguard or any Call of Duty game, you click them, it'll take you into core because they are set up for core. Of course, you can go to the hardcore list, like let's say you're talking about Ship House 24/7. You can play that in hardcore if you go to the hardcore list and select it, like the quick play filter basically, select it to hardcore and then pick that. But generally, the playlists are set up in core. So we're going off of the principle that this is, you know, core, the side of the game that most people tend to play in, and apparently it's 2 shots in that, I'm assuming. So that is pretty bad in itself if it's 2-shot in core, because in hardcore, I noticed that it's like the most easiest thing to use. Oh, I didn't also mention the fire rate is incredible. Like, it does have like a little like kind of pattern, like a, yeah, like steady. But you can stick an attachment on, and I know it does kind of throw off the recoil a little bit, but there is an attachment that can literally make your fire rate super quick as well. So, not great. Well, it's great, but it's not great in the way of fairness, I suppose. So it's got a 2-shot kill potential, massive magazine size. That was something I noticed as well whilst I was playing. I was like, you know, whilst I'm alive on Das House, for the amount of time that you usually are alive, let's be honest, you don't live that long on Das House without someone fucking molotoving you or some shit. But I was sitting in the middle of the map, and I could literally waste bullets as much as I wanted. I could sit and go bang, 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 over and over, just shooting bullets down the middle. And the reason I was doing that, by the way, is because I have piercing vision on as a perk. So every time I shoot at a certain area of the map, it highlights any nearby players nearby to it, which is really useful as well. I never said that in my bullet penetration kills video, but that is a really good tip as well for bullet penetrations. Stick on piercing vision. I know a lot of people won't even be here from that video, but if you did sub and you stuck around and you didn't know that, piercing vision is really useful for shooting players through walls as well. But I was using that every time I shot a bullet. It kind of highlighted if players were showing up because I was doing long shots for the Whitley. I was using the piercing vision, so I was going bang, 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 shooting every like 1-2 seconds, wasting a lot of bullets. And I never seemed to run out, never needed to reload, because my gun had like 150 rounds, which is ridiculous. But it was literally just shooting for ages. I would never need to reload, and before I even would run out, which could have been a little way off from me running out, I would have been killed anyway. So I never had a problem with magazines with this gun either. So that's definitely correct. Bullet penetration capability, that's another one. And yeah, the Whitley is exposing Vanguard's natural quick TTK as players claim the weapon is making the game impossible to play. And I will say, I have been shredding players with this gun. I do think it has been pretty unfair for the most part. I was able to get my first bull turret gunner, the new one that came out this season. I managed to get my first kill streak with that, which I'm pretty sure is like 12 kills without dying. So it really goes to show how powerful this thing is. And I have been getting a lot of flame noughts as well with this gun. So it really goes to show it is pretty impossible to go up against if you're on the other team and, you know, someone's using this. Yeah, and the thing that really made this even more insane is players apparently have deemed it the most broken weapon in Season 2 and are even debating that it's one of the most broken COD multiplayer weapons of all time. That just completely blew my mind, because when I saw that, I did not realize for 1 minute the gun that I was using and thinking, damn, this is a little bit broken, but okay. I didn't realize it was possibly one of the most broken weapons in Call of Duty history. I just didn't have a clue. I really haven't played any COD prior to COD World War II, and I know I say this in lots and lots of videos, but for anyone who's new around here, there's a little bit of info about me. So I just haven't played many COD games, so I haven't really been too aware of meta weapons in the past. In the first few CODs I played, I wasn't really focusing too much on metas, and I wasn't really sticking on guns because I just played the game every once in a while, or I played on for a few weeks on a consistent basis, and then I'd go off it for how long, and then I'd come back. And so I do not stick on guns and play with them because they're the best guns, and over the past few years anyway with camo grinding, I've just had to use whichever weapons I've had to use because I've had to do it for the camo grind. But I did not know that this was potentially one of the most broken guns in Call of Duty history, and you know, this is not coming from me, this is coming from the player base that are deeming it one of the most broken, so that is pretty bad. But yeah, in our case, if you're trying to do LMGs, hop on them now, do the Whitley first actually, because they're more likely to, you know, nerf this because it's broken, and you can go back and do the other ones as well if you want to, but if you want to get this one done, do it now. Right now, before the nerf. If you see this after the nerf, I'm sorry. But yeah, right now it's really, really broken, and I had a lot of fun with it. Needless to say, I did enjoy this LMG, and I've given the LMGs a lot of crap, but this one was actually really fun to use. It was more fun than the first one I used, and maybe the DP27, but it's really fun. So yeah, and I think now I'm going to kind of focus on pistols a little bit, if not get onto marksman rifles. But yeah, so that's all I wanted to really say in this video. It was a bit of a ramble, but yeah, the Whitley is a crazy, crazy monster. Anyway, thank you everyone for watching. If you did enjoy, be sure to smash a like on this video. It really helped me out greatly, and it goes a long way. It lets me know that you enjoyed this video. And yeah, thank you again for watching, and I will catch you all in the next one. Bye, guys.